all you motherfuckers. Welcome back to your favorite midnight snack. Radio Respawn is back in the house, and we got a plethora of delightful topics tonight. We're kicking it off with some G.I. Joe. Always reminds me of Quake 3 1967. So many of my buddies died face down in the mud. My God. What else we got here? I'm building a computer, motherfuckers, and I got some pros on hand right here to give me the thumbs up and the thumbs down. Johnny Depp making a new movie with Tim Burton. I still can't believe that shit. Dark Shadows. And finally, Max Payne 3's coming out. We got a special guest who has worked with Rockstar in the past, and that's about the only connection there. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Did we get through them all? I think we got through all of them there.
All right. Talk like that the whole time.
Good job. Whew. God, makes my eyes water when we do that. How you guys doing?
Great.
I'm going to let you introduce yourselves to our radio audience. Go ahead, Bruce.
All right. I am Bruce Green, and I work for the show Recnology, where we review and destroy technology. You know about that show a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Do you love it?
I love it. And I love it even more because it has haters.
Oh, yeah, I know. That's the best part.
Oh, my God.
Is the
because
comments.
I drink energy drinks when I need a quick pick-me-up, but if they could bottle haters' tears...
Monster haters tears.
With every meal, I'd be guzzling that. 64 ounces.
Hi, I'm Adam Kovic from Inside Gaming Daily. Been resident Machinima employee for about 6 years. And this is the first time I've been on Respawn. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. That bums me out. Why haven't you been on sooner? It's just busy. We're just busy. Fellas.
You're a racist? I don't know.
This is true. I did take an official test by Harvard, and it proved that on the scale of 1 to serious, I was moderately racist.
Oh, that's
moderately.
not too bad. Moderately?
I displayed a preference towards European Americans as opposed to people of the black skin.
Only the black skin? Right? Just the black skin? What about the other skin?
Like brownish? Nothing?
No, this was specifically against. Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Specifically, I'm moderately racist against black people.
Specific.
Well, that's why you're moderately racist, because it's just black people, right?
That's true. By the way, if you have an issue with calling somebody black, I'm gonna just say pull your head out of your ass. Come on.
I would agree.
This is a whole other topic that we don't need to get into. Let's save this for a future radio respawn.
Moderately racist.
And then Jason.
Yeah, I'm Jason Zumwalt. I was in Grand Theft Auto 4. I played Roman Bellic, the main character's fat, perverted loser cousin who spent most of the game getting his ass kicked and somehow ending up marrying a really hot Puerto Rican girl.
Yeah, and who we had to take bowling so many times.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. Let's take a little break in the action to go bowl poorly. Sorry, was that too?
Oh man, people will think we're kidding, but Jason was actually the voice actor for Roman. Which we're gonna dip into that here in a little bit.
Cool.
But let's kick things off. I see G.I. Joe's up first. You guys have seen the trailer, I presume. Yep. So we shot like essentially like a commercial that's part of a series of PSAs, sort of pimping out like join Cobra. It's sort of like our National Guard commercials, like honor, pride, dignity, National Guard. That's what it was like, but it was like Cobra. It's like
Cobra?
Brotherhood. All the so
it wasn't.
I rolled in there.
Evil blood.
No, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, they had us. What was so funny too is that obviously it's Paramount producing it, so it's like there's like a helicopter and it's like not like a machinima production. Wow. It was like multiple like reds and a DP like screaming at the underlings like fetch me lenses, and they'd like scuttle away.
And you were just standing there in a suit, in a Cobra suit?
Well, I rolled in not sure what I was doing. Literally no idea. I assumed maybe I was going to be on camera for something, like a pop-up in the back, like a Where's Waldo type thing. And they throw me into like a Cobra like GI outfit. That might be crossing the line.
We know what you
yeah.
The fans are going to come after you.
Fatigues.
Infantry.
There you go.
And then they had, what was really funny about the shoot was they had all these actors and stuntmen, and the actors are like, I mean, they could like eat off of their pecs. Like these dudes are like fucking Michelangelo's David, and they're just shredded and huge. And this hot chick playing like the she Cobra, and then here comes like sort of doughy gamer guy, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "I don't know," and they end up making me in the spot sort of like the lieutenant who has to inspire his guys, like, "You got this." So they tell this, the director tells this just chiseled badass, like, "You have to be timid and unsure. You're super scared about this drop." And Sark, you reassure him and hit him in the arm like a man, like a fucking man would reassure his friends. And I was like, they're like, no. So they were trying to make me the badass, and all these badasses had to look like timid little bunnies. So
That's
anyway,
awesome. You were
it
so
was
you were a
fun.
badass.
It was a long day. It was a long day.
You were a badass on camera. It sounds like.
14 hours. I was
Are they
blowing.
aware that your name should be like a Cobra character? Like
Yeah,
Sark?
that's what I'm saying.
Right?
I'm already like halfway to villain, huh?
Straight up.
Yeah.
You're like, it's Zartan and Sark.
Yeah, so it was a long day, super fun. I hate to admit this around the office because there's a lot of skeptics, but I'm kind of excited for the movie, actually.
So
And not just because I was shooting. I was excited before I was a part of Cobra Force.
So am I, actually.
Yeah?
Did you see the first one?
Yeah.
That was terrible. No, it was a horrible movie. And then the new trailer came out. I was like, cool. They killed off that dude with a verb for a first name. Channing Tatum.
Running?
Yeah, running Tatum.
Stepping Tatum.
So
That wasn't it.
They killed him and they replaced him with The Rock, which is a better action star. Bruce Willis is in it, and then there's like 10 times more ninjas. Like I was sold on the
true.
trailer, like, and I despised the first movie. I was like, this makes no sense. And then it's like, you know, Cobra's taking over the White House. Like, this looks cool.
Yeah.
And I don't really care about G.I. Joe. Like, it wasn't like a thing for me growing up. But
Yeah, I was going to
this
ask
looks
you guys,
awesome.
were you guys diehard Joe fans?
I was.
So we have a few in the office.
Yeah.
Oh, you were.
I had a whole storyline going on with my guys. You know what I mean?
Yep,
And
yep.
my neighbor, we were at the same age, and he loved. Well, he was a weird kid. He liked Nazis and stuff when he was little. So
Oh,
like
okay.
he just gravitated toward Cobra naturally.
Was
Why
he,
is
yeah,
that-
was
yeah,
he
why is that
moderately
weird?
racist?
Yeah, what's weird
possibly?
about-
Did he nail frogs to
Yeah.
fences?
No, he wasn't
that's
that weird.
normal.
did he
Right.
also have fashion sense? I mean, come on.
Well, yeah, he had impeccable fashion sense and he could really high step. I don't think those two have anything to do with each other. But they, but yeah, and we read the comics, we watched the cartoon, so we were very well aware of the canon.
I had a similar, so I had like I had the toys, the action figures, but I didn't watch TV when I was a kid, so I had no idea what their story was beyond their name when you'd rip them out of the package. So
I think that helps you in these movies.
yeah, so I had all these action figures, didn't know the backstory, and what I would do is I would give each of them appropriate war wounds. So, like, whoever the flamethrower guy was, I'd burned him with matches so that he looked like he'd been through the shit. And it was like, I'd go through, the ninja would have, like, a hand missing, like it had been chopped off in a duel.
That's the worst ninja in the
And
world, with missing one hand.
Man, it's a hot LZ if you're a ninja in my G.I. Joe world. And then I would put them in car models that I would laboriously assemble, like glue and decals and everything.
Wait, did you buy the actual G.I. Joe car models or like separate?
No,
like,
just like the plastic
Mustang.
tester or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Storm Shadow's like in a 77
Yeah.
Buick or something.
Loaded with
one hand
firecrackers.
taken out the window.
And then I would blow the car. It was some technology shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'd load them in a car filled with explosives and then explode it because that's, to me, that's what war meant.
And then
You're
about
in
your
cars,
Nazi collection.
exploding
Explosions
cars.
and
How hard did your parents hit you as a kid?
We were Mormon. Jesus did all the hitting in my house.
They named all the toys Dad.
That's it. Son.
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, that got real personal.
real quick.
Let's move on. So we're generally excited for G.I. Joe.
Sure.
Retaliation.
We were talking about, we're
Say
saying
generally or genuinely?
either.
Yeah, both, actually, I think. Yeah, right?
I would say
Yeah.
we're
We're saying-
genuinely, generally excited.
The only thing, like,
G.I. Joe 2.
I know we're wrapping this up, but the only thing they have to do that they totally missed on the first one is they have to at least acknowledge the Fensler films.
The PSAs, the
You know,
G.I. Joe PSAs.
Mr. Body Massage.
totally.
or-
They have to.
like, seriously, Duke, just to look at the camera and go, oh, pork chop sandwiches. I'd be like,
That's it.
you went on the internet once.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, you know what's going to happen?
You think they're going to
though?
do that?
Bruce Willis is going to look to the camera and go, "Now you know, and knowing's half the battle."
Yeah.
And then everybody
yeah.
in the audience is going to fucking geek out.
Yep,
And then
yep.
some guy runs and says, "Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of here, idiot! Fucking kids! Get the fuck out!"
There's still going to be people touching kids. Don't worry,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
going to happen.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Moving on to an equally surprising flick. No.
That's surprising.
We've got Dark Shadows, Johnny Depp, Tim Burton.
Finally.
Has anybody seen this yet? I have not.
Kovic saw it 7 times.
7.5. I had
Yeah.
to pee on the.
You had to pee for the second half of the film on the
My
seventh
cup
run.
was full.
That's what happens when you see a movie 7 times in one day and you drink 18 Diet Cokes, large Diet Cokes.
Well, you also get cancer.
You go pee for 45 minutes.
And then you get cancer.
You get cancer from the movie.
Exactly. Diet Coke is just
Yeah,
fine.
man, totally not inspired to check this one out. I don't know what it is. I am actually like a Tim Burton, Johnny Depp fan, but this one just seemed a little. I don't know. That's just me, but
I had a
Maybe
bet.
it's,
I had a. Oh, go ahead.
Maybe it's because the vampire's name is Barnabas.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah, it just doesn't.
Barney the vampire. You know, I don't really. I'm not afraid of that guy.
I guess no one's ever gonna go watch Dark Shadows.
Nope.
Maybe if it's on like an airplane, I'll watch it without volume.
It's a
as
perfect
I'm-
airplane movie.
Transform into a 14-year-old girl.
I'll watch it in every 15 minutes. I'll look over at the monitor while I'm playing my DS. That'll be how I watch Dark Shadows. On a
That's
long
probably the
flight.
best way to do it.
Oh, look, he's in the future now. Cool.
But it's not the future. It's still 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Still 1970.
It's just Austin Powers, right? With vampires.
With Barney the vampire.
I hadn't put that together, but
Barney Powers.
Well, he's like, "What's this thing? A car? Whoa!" Like, shut the
Right,
fuck
yeah.
up.
I had a. You remind me. Where's the theater you go to? Your $3 delight.
It's the one in North Hollywood. It's on the other side of the tracks.
Right.
It's like you just go far enough. It's next to a strip joint that apparently has really good pizza.
I had a theater in
Apparently, like you
Vista
don't know.
when I lived
According
down
to
in
Yelp,
San Diego.
sounds like the best
and the
neighborhood.
theater was so janky. There was a hole in the roof, and it had rained. And the water had rotted the wall out, so you could go in and sit next to a hole in the wall covered just by a curtain. So you could watch the movie that you'd paid $3 for or so, and just pull the curtain back and check the movie in the next theater next to you.
wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
You know, funny
That's
enough,
$1.50 a movie, technically.
one of the strippers at the strip club that has the great pizza
Yeah.
is named Jenky.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
all right.
see, that's-
That's the same place I saw Jack
Not
and
Roni.
Jill.
There's not Roni and Pepper and
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
yeah.
I've never been in the strip club.
Thin
You're
crust
lying.
and thick crust.
That's the first place.
I go in like this.
wants
I'm
to
like,
see
I'm just here for the
great
pizza.
Who wants to see
I'm
thick
not gonna
crust?
go to that.
Nobody wants to see thick crust
Yeah.
dance.
Oh,
Is the place
I'm
called?
thick crust.
Is it called Slice and
Hello.
Gash?
Thanks for coming in on Wednesday.
Oh God! All right, we're gonna take a real quick break because Radio Respawn
Doesn't pay for itself, so you gotta listen to a couple ads from our friendly sponsors. No idea who that is, Bruce. You ready to take us off air?
What am I
3,
doing?
2, 1.
Yeah, there we go. All right, there we go.
We're off air now?
Hey, we're off air.
Oh, okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So far, you guys, I think this is the best show we've ever done.
You say that to everybody.
Yeah.
No,
Are you sure?
never said that before.
Wow. I feel
I
pretty good about
figured
myself right
we
now.
have a voice actor today, though. I figured we could
Bruce.
Bruce, take it away.
I'm not the
we could
no,
do some
absolutely.
celebrity impressions on our break
What do you have?
All
while
right.
the audience is listening to some ads. So I put a bunch of celebrities' names in here. Does somebody want to do the honors?
I'll go first. So am I drawing for just myself?
No, this is for the team. We don't have a lot
For the
of time.
team?
We're all
Yeah,
gonna
we've only got
do-
like a
We're
minute.
all going to do one? Is that what's
This
going
one,
on?
one.
This
All
one
right.
says Jack Nicholson.
That one does.
Oh wow,
Jack
I don't know
Nicholson.
if I have a. I don't know if I have a Jack. I could put some together. You pulled though. You want to go first?
I
Do you
think
have a
it's
Jack
got to
Nicholson?
be the actor in the movie, right? So just go Jack Nicholson Shining.
God, that's what I was gonna.
I'll do the Joker. I'll do the Joker from
Oh, that's a good
the
one.
original
Okay.
Batman.
All right, all right,
Okay.
all right.
Are you ready? Here we go. All right. So Batman. Let me set the scene. Batman.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
I just want to set the scene. I want to make sure I get you guys in the mood. So Batman.
Pointy ears, black suit. Got it.
All right, fuck it. I'll just do the impression. Wait till they get a load of me.
That was Jack Palance.
That's Jack Palance from City Slickers.
Hold
Oh, hold on. So let me do it again.
Is that what you say when you go to Slice O Gash, the strip club that's near Kovic's theater?
Yeah, I walk in and I give him $5. And, wait till they get a load of me.
And then just start punching your dick.
Bad penis.
Feels so good.
All right. Oh, you got more?
No,
Let's
that's
go.
it. No, absolutely
Kovic,
not.
You want to?
Do I have to pull from the hat or?
No, we all got.
Oh,
Jack.
we're just doing
back
Jack
in just a
Nicholson.
minute. Yeah.
Okay, Jack Nicholson. Fuck. What's one?
Do Shining, man. Do
Shining?
it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's it. I want to do like As Good as It Gets or something.
Is there a
Do
line
his
in As
monologue
Good as
at
It
the
Gets?
end.
Yeah, I'll just do the monologue real quick. Hold on. Yeah.
Somebody look that up.
Who's the lesbian in
Helen
the
Hunt.
movie? Helen Hunt. Yeah. Listen, Helen Hunt. I know you like a vagina, but I've got a lot of money and a lot of time. I've got cancer.
That's
Word for
that's
word.
the Joker in As Good as It Gets.
Have you seen Jack Nicholson in a movie? He only plays himself. What? Tell me the
I don't know if we
defining
can top
characteristics
that.
of Jack Nicholson.
Oh my God, that
Jack
was
Nicholson.
awesome.
He's
Jason,
always an older white
do
guy
you have
with a lot of
one?
money.
Let's see if I can pull one out here. I'm going to take off my glasses here. I'm also going to do Batman. Is that cool?
That's
man.
completely fine.
Just do it, Heath Ledger.
Somebody tell me what kind of a world we live in, where a man dressed up as a bat gets all of my press.
Holy shit!
Schooled us both.
Holy shit!
That's why you get paid for that.
Man, that was really.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
We look like assholes.
Yeah, that's
Man.
No, guys.
Oh, we're back at
Very
10.
lonely 1989 summer.
What about your impression?
Bruce, you ready to put us back on?
Yeah.
5,
Ah,
4, 3, 2.
We're back! Welcome back to Radio Respawn. That was Wolfman, right?
That was very
Slightly
Wolfman.
Wolfman.
Aren't you supposed to howl?
naming
As a
random
wolf?
dinosaur movies.
Welcome back to Radio Respawn.
I've never howled before, Bruce.
Wow.
Never howled before.
Oh, that was good.
All right, we got a few other topics to knock out.
Yeah.
God, man. Our breaks are so delightful off the air. We really should start filming them.
That would be a show unto itself.
Yeah,
Like
I think so.
The radio thing is kind of old.
Couple things here. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all we had to work with at the time. Hopefully we can do a podcast, get on iTunes eventually, but for now it's just AM. Be careful. You push the wrong switch, as happened on a previous show, you'll vent all the oxygen out of the room. So, yeah,
really?
Shut down the Western Seaboard.
A couple more topics, games and gaming related. I'm building a computer.
Ooh.
Yeah, and you guys are. Bruce, I know you're an expert. Kovic, you just did it.
I pretended.
So
Like a year ago, actually.
I'm gonna chalk you up as an expert. Jason, do you play PC games?
I don't play PC games.
Console.
And I hate computers.
Yeah.
They
Wow.
will rise
Well,
up.
I'm
and
just
Yeah,
gonna
they already
check
wrote
out.
It's complicated. I've had some war stories.
It's
I'm trying
not. It's not though. Like
Oh
I thought
my
it was
God.
too.
I've had some
You're a-
shit go
Kobe,
down.
You're
though.
a smart guy. That's the thing.
I just, found an Asian walking around the halls, and I said, "You do this."
Yeah.
Wait, so he's your computer? You have an
In your
Asian-
mind, did
That's
you
just-
hear?
That's just slavery.
You had Donald build your
Part of his soul. No, he's Filipino. He doesn't count.
That's South Asian.
He just sells me the parts. I'm sorry. What's this
Man.
episode about again?
It somehow went racist.
I never bag on Filipinos because the Jabberwockies are Filipino. And I automatically assume, much like you assume Asians are good at tech,
I thought you were
that
talking
all
about the
Filipinos
monster from
are good
Alice
at
in
like
Wonderland,
b-boy
like,
and
yeah,
breaking.
breakdance
Yeah.
fighting.
So anyway, what were we
I
talking
thought you were
about?
talking
Oh yeah,
about mythological
computers. Yeah, I got to build a beast. I don't have to. I just
Well, you should.
kind of yeah.
No, you should.
Here's my theory. I build a monster and then I ride it for like 4 or 5 years.
That's
I
what-
don't
that's
do
what you're
the
supposed to do.
the in between updates, the piecemeal. No, I just fucking build Skynet right out of the gate and then just go until it starts to smoke.
I
And
mean, you can't. There's really just a certain level you hit though. Like we're pricing it out. Once you go over about $1,500, that's a pretty high end PC. Like,
be careful here.
I mean, you can't
You
really.
may shit on my house right now.
Well, I mean, would you buy like a liquid cooling hamster wheel? Like, there's just stuff you don't really need.
That sounds cool.
I mean,
Do they
it's
have-
right now
like
with
hamsters.
I mean, with PCs and consoles right now, PCs are like they're doing its thing, and then consoles are falling behind. The new line of consoles are going to come out, but I think with stuff like Unreal Engine 4 coming out, stuff like that, and that's probably going to be a major proponent of PC gaming. PCs are going like way one way, and consoles are going to just kind of be doing its own thing. Like I think you're going to see a huge split. You can see it right now too. There's a lot of exclusive games, more exclusive on PCs than any other platform. Everything right now is multi-platform. But if you want Guild Wars 2, you want Torchlight, you want Diablo, you have to go on PC.
Yeah.
Which is brand spanking new, along with Max Payne. We're going to break down a little bit of Max Payne details.
I have nothing to do with.
Which you have nothing to do with, but
You
I wanted
voiced
this is there's a tentative Rockstar. You worked with them on
did,
GTA.
yeah.
I wanted to get some tales of GTA 4 from you, sort of
Okay,
as
sure.
a segue
Sure.
there. What kind of well, first off, did you work with the Housers at
I didn't
all?
work with
Was
the
that-
Housers, no.
Okay.
I worked with Rod Edge, who is the badass director. Definitely had to have been in a punk band at some time. Now he's like 50, but like still like young and full of piss and vinegar, and just he's
That's
a cool
how I
dude.
picture everyone at Rockstar being, the entire company.
He works for Rockstar, and his name is Rod Edge.
Is it really Rod Edge? Really?
His name is really, as far as I know. I mean, that might have been his like
Yeah.
punk name, when
Yeah.
he was in the
Still pretty
Mohawks
sweet,
or
though.
whatever. I don't
Middle
know.
name Sharp.
Yeah, Rod Bono didn't have the same didn't have the same ring to it.
But I did
was
hear that the
bad.
Housers were happy with Roman, so I was
Yeah.
like, awesome.
Well, that's one of the. I mean, I think the script for GTA 4 is legendary. I think it's one of those.
Yeah, it was cool. I was excited, man. It was funny because you get these things and then like you don't know what you're doing at first. It was called, I think, Frozen. I think is what it was called.
Code name.
Yeah, that was the code name, and they don't tell the actors. But just reading it, I was like, "This is Grand Theft Auto 4 for the new consoles."
Right.
So I brought it up on the first day of rehearsals, and they were like, "Yeah, that's what it is."
Right.
Signed something, don't tell anybody. Immediately called my brother. I'm in the new Grand Theft Auto. So we were excited.
How long did you have to record for? Because that
It
was
was
a
like
lot.
a year and a half
Yeah?
of recording on and off, and then like going to shoot with the motion capture, acting out all the cut scenes, and then redubbing them and redubbing all the stuff where like I'm running down the street and I'm drunk and getting killed, and
Do you have any favorite Roman lines?
big American titties. is probably
That's great.
That's what everybody knows him
line.
for.
Well, there was some drama though that kind of ensued
Yeah.
afterwards, right? Because you did the whole hire Roman for birthday parties.
Yeah, it was just I used to do sketches online, and as a joke, after the game came out and made $500 million in 1 week, I was like, hey, let's do this funny thing where like I'm poor because you don't get residuals from these games. I didn't think, of course, it's stupid. That's a big deal to like a huge company. You
Right.
know what I mean? But I was just kind of having fun.
Residuals,
And,
by the way, pause that thought. Residuals are the sort of after the fact payments that actors get when they
Right.
participate in
Exactly.
commercials, TV
Commercials,
shows.
movies,
When that
stuff
stuff
like that.
airs,
Things that are
the
unionized.
people involved
Yeah.
get a taste.
Yeah, I just got paid to do what I did, and I was paid well. I was happy with it, but I was just kind of making fun of myself
Right.
doing this. But we put it online, and it got like 100,000 views in like an hour. And the next morning, 7 o'clock in the morning, I got a call from Rockstar like, can you please just take it off? Because they were actually in negotiations with SAG at the time, Screen Actors Guild,
Right.
about all of that stuff. So, yeah, but they continued to work with me, and
Yeah, and there was drama too with the lead voice actor too.
yeah,
he really
did the
raised
New York
his stake, huh?
Times article. Yeah,
Huh.
those were kind of leading questions. Like I talked to him afterwards, and he's like, "I wasn't. If you read just what I said, I wasn't like taking the piss
Bagging
off.
on-
Yeah,
yeah.
He's like, I was just being honest and truthful, and then like the article kind of spun it to be like,
Okay.
oh,
I see.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Rockstar take it that way? Or are they like, we're never going to work with this guy again?
I think
Or-
Rockstar was pissed, but I'm not 100% sure how they felt about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, I think hopefully voice, considering how good the voice acting was in GTA, is generally in Rockstar games. I mean, Red Dead was awesome. I don't remember ever thinking this is some shitty. I thought that when I played Skyrim, I'm like, could have brought in more than 2 people to record the entire cast of Skyrim, but generally speaking, I think it would be cool if voice actors got a little love. But I don't know anything about the business behind it.
Now in
so
the next gen phase, I mean, like, you know, what Jason's talking about, it's like, it's not just voice acting, it's mocap as well. Like, you look at guys like
acting the scenes out.
Yeah, it's like you look at like other guys like Nolan North. The dude is like in it.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's covered in this suit for like, you know, like you're saying, a year and a half, acting stuff out in a game that you have no idea what it looks like GTA 4. That's got to be insane. Where like your basis at that point is what GTA San Andreas,
Pretty much, yeah.
but like shiny. And
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
probably
pretty
like,
much, yeah.
You're probably playing Saints Row going, I hope it looks like this, like or something.
Or better. I hope
Yeah.
it's just going to be clearer edges. I don't know.
When was the first time you saw the game though?
For the trailer. Yeah, I didn't really see anything. Well, they had cut the trailer a long time before. I was still recording when all the trailers were coming out. So yeah, it was exciting. I was stoked when I saw that.
are you guys psyched for Max Payne?
I just saw the first review today from Games Radar. They gave it a 10.
Shit.
Nice.
Which is, yeah, and it's like, I'm a huge Max Payne fan. The games haven't aged well, like at all. But the story and the character is cool and it's badass. And from what we played at PAX, the gameplay is pretty top notch and the game is not easy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's pretty hardcore.
I just think it's awesome what they're doing with the character by making him, okay, you know what? He's not the same age. He's older now. He's gruffer now. He's got some weight on him. He looks like, I don't know, Charles Bukowski, the action hero. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
it's brave. You know, they do stuff like that. Rockstar does stuff. In general, I think the video game industry is doing stuff that like Hollywood won't do. You know what I mean? There's like more compelling storytelling in Red Dead Redemption than there is in 90% of the movies that come out these days. So.
Yeah. I like, I mean, Max Payne started off as like a bullet time vehicle, and they turned it into a full-on noir.
It was badass.
So all that stuff with, you know, his family getting gigged, the trip through his nervous system.
Yeah, that thing like bugged Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
Like he got pissed off. I was like, damn, baby. I have babies. Is he
There
dead
was
yet?
the Funhouse level in Max Payne 2 was like so awesome and so creepy. I'm glad that it's turning into something that is more than we're exploiting a mechanic, and it's like definitely got a whole like sort of life of its own.
That's almost what I'm waiting for. Is just what is going to be their nod to the cerebral kind of weird tripping out shit you do when you're in Brazil and you're going to be like hammered on pain pills and you're just like.
I got to be honest, Rockstar is up there on my list of devs where it's like, take my money.
Yeah.
Every time they announce a game, I'm just like, you got it. Like,
Pretty much.
there's 3 or 4 devs like that where I'm like, yep, don't even need to see a trailer. You just have to tell me you're doing something. Tell me it's codename Frozen. I'll be like, should I pre-order? Like, do I do that over the phone or? Yeah, so I'm psyched. I haven't played it yet. Max Payne and Diablo out right now. I'm probably gonna be playing Max Payne on the Xbox. I'll be honest.
Well, that's your only choice. It's out of PS3. It won't be out on PC for a few more weeks.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna commit though.
Wait, it's not on PS3?
no, it is on PS3.
Oh, okay,
PC.
okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah. So it's consoles only for now. They're doing the PC version's like, it's not a port.
Right.
It's going to be like actually
They
shiny
actually
and
built
new.
it for it. Yeah.
I'm psyched for the multiplayer, which is why I'm gonna be on live. To be honest, that's where all my broskies are. So. All right, I think that's it for our episode of Radio Respawn. We hit all our topics. We had a fun break, and it sounds like they managed to build a house just outside while we were
real
shooting.
hard back there.
It's
It's
High
either
Pennington
building a
stuff,
house
so
or
it's
it's that truck getting loaded with all the fun times that we ship out here from Machinima. The truck's gonna pull up to your house and offload a little bit of fun.
That's
Great
kind of
joy.
sarcastic.
It's a bloody clown.
Delivering to the world.
I think that's it. So we're gonna wrap it up. Bruce, you ready on the Switch?
I'm ready.
I'll give you a countdown.
Okay.
If you're still listening to Radio Respawn, I'm gonna buy you a Christmas present this year, and it's gonna be worth more than $20 US. That's how much I love you. Thanks to my esteemed panel for joining me on this show. For the computer expertise, Kovic, you look like you want to say something right now.
Oh, no, I was just worried about the Jewish children.
Well, that's a lot of presents for that holiday. Makes me wish I was Jewish, but since I'm not, no way I'm gonna be buying them all those presents. You just gotta deal with that. Me being your Christian friend.
You can spread $20 out over 8 days.
That's true, that comes out to about $1.72 a day.
How did you do? You're a prodigy.
This is going on way too long, though. So we're just gonna kill this on 3, 2, 1. Thanks for watching.
Good show.
Good job.